Hello everyone, I am Siddhi Bhattari. Welcome to my channel. And today's my topic for discussion is evolution of the language. In this session, I will discuss about that how did the language evolve, what are the various theories behind the evolution, and how it is done by the step by step manner. So let's start it. um, when there is a formation of the earth, and when there is a when the living organism get in the planet that is on the earth, so they started growing. And during this process, our lots of animals, lots of that the homo sapiens in our 11th and 12th standards, there is evolutions. There is chapter which is called as evolutions of human beings. In this, we have studies that how this evolution of the humans are done. It is so various theories are there, so that is homo sapiens, and that how this our monkey, that monkey get converted into humans. That is, there is a evolution behind that. So, and after the during such a process of evolution, how does the people communicate with each other? This all these things, it is mentioned in our it is we have studied in our 12th standard. So because and during that time, the people, just to communicate, and just to complete their need, they have to communicate. So during this, just to way to communicate, that animals, because the animals may not be able to form the words, but they can certainly communicate. Because we have the best example, the birds use songs and call, and other animals use combination of sounds and movements to communicate. Also, a combination, primate have a advantage system of communication that include the vocalization, hand gesture, and the body language. It is an advanced system of communication which is done by the humans. So these body gestures, sometimes people get using at long year ago, just for the communication purpose, and to and for the survival purpose. And in this way, this evolution get changes from different to different place, and in this way, the evolution of a language have started. Next, but the even primates stop short of what man has been able to achieve spoken language. Our ability to form a limitless number of a thought into a spoken word is one of the things that separate us from our less evolved cousins. While we know that the language is the first appeared among the Homo sapiens somewhere between 30,000 to 30,000 to 1 lakh years ago. The secret how it is a secret that how the language evolved. It is still unknown, and the mainstream theories fall into distinct different camps. On widely that is on widely held theory is that the language come about as an evolutionary adaptation, which is when a population undergoes a change in process over a time of better survive. That's where the idea of natural selection comes into the play, which is a notation that the specific physical traits of population make the population more likely to survive in its environment. Think the turtle and its shell and its shell. The idea here is the language was created to help humans survive. Why? One humans needed to communicate. Why? One human need to communicate with each other. Um, the only reason is to survive, to survive to for the survival purpose. For survive, they have to do hunting, they have to do farming, and they have to defend themselves successfully. They have to protect around from the environment, and there is various they have to protect themselves from various environmental conditions. So they start being able to communicate using the language, gave the humans species a distinct survival advantage, and two language were needed for social interaction. According to those who subscribe to the adaptation theory in the paper Natural Language and Natural Selection, researchers Steven Pinker and Paul Bloom theorized that a series of calls or gestures evolved over the time in combination, giving us complex communication or language. As things became more complicated around them, humans needed a more complex system to convey information to one another. Think of it like this: early man sees a group of deer he wants to hunt. He grunts a sound to his hunting partner to meet a deer or nearby. One day a storm comes in the hunter noticed that the hunters scared the deer away. As a result, the hunter goes hungry until this storm passes. Over time, this same hunter also learned to recognize the warnings signs for bad weather, the dark skies, and increased wind. Early man realized that why the sky darkens and wind picks up, he need to tell his hunting partner to the speed to the pursuit the deer. Therefore, he come up this series of grunts. They reference both the deer and bad weather. The grunt was beginning of an evolutionary adoption that eventually become a language. As humans learn about how to best survive, they develop a need to communicate their survival methods to their population, and there is the adaptation theory in the nutshell. In this way, according to their according to their need, they have start communicating, and in this way, during the communication, they must need a strong evolutionary that language which is used for the communication purpose and for the evolution. The other competing theory proposed by the linguist Noam Chomsky and evolutionary biologist Stephen Jay Gould, it is a language evolved as a result of other evolutionary process, essentially making it byproduct of the evolution. Also, there is a lots of theories which is covered. That is lots of theories behind it, how the evolution of language is done. Now the question arises that who invented language? Language came about the evolved over a time in order for human to survive and develop. It was first invented by the used by Homo sapiens, but researchers don't know exactly when the language is likely to begin, somewhere that is around the 50,000 to 1 lakh years ago. Now the second question arises: how did language evolve? The language evolved from the human need to communicate with each other in order to hunt, farm, and defend themselves from the harsh environment and to survive. The ability to communicate using the language gave the humans species a better chance at survival. According to those who believe the adoption theory, language has also evolved from the social interaction. Now the next question is, what is the evolution of the language is called? The evolution of language, it is also called the drawing, which is called the evolution of language, and it is also called as the pre-adaptation. That is whatever to survive, we are the action which we are doing prior for the survival purpose. It is called as pre-adaptation, which is also known as the acceptation. This concept explains how a species use an adaptation for a purpose other than what it was initially meant for. Next, the question arises that what was the first human language? Researchers don't agree on what the first language among human was. Some believe that the proto-language of human habilis was the first real language. Others believe that it can be traced back to the Homo erectus, while most believe that that was understood as a modern language came from Homo sapiens. Next, uh, lots of much more information we have covered, that how it is evolved, and there are lots of theories, and some of them I have mentioned. I hope you should understand. And the evolution of the language, it is done in such a way that is just and it is done for the survival purpose. And I hope you should understand. And here's the end of my video. Thank you.